Hello everyone, this is Jason from Primetime Aquatics. As some of you are aware, over the holidays we had the chance to go to the Milwaukee area, and so we wanted to do some fish store tours while we were up there. Today we're going to be bringing you Aquatics Unlimited / Aquatic Realms. They have a huge fish store in the Milwaukee area. A lot of interesting fish, unusual fish, some really nice clean tanks. So we're going to be showing you that. We're going to put their information, their website in the description in case you're interested in visiting them sometime in the Milwaukee area. But if you are, it's definitely worth the trip over, so stay tuned. All right, so here we are. We are at Aquatics Unlimited. Again, we are in the Milwaukee area. That's what it looks like when you walk on up, and it is freezing out here today. I believe the thermometer on the truck said 1 degree. Eli is already in there. All right, everybody, so we are now at Aquatics Unlimited, and this is the scene when you walk in. Really cool. So they have a little pond here, which is pretty awesome. They got some various types of goldfish in here, and a 157-gallon drilled tank. That's pretty sweet. So we come on in. And as we come in, we have a big koi. And we've got a whole bunch. It's a busy day. It's the day, when we're filming this, it's the day after Christmas. So people probably just got their tanks. And it's a busy time for aquarium stores because now people want to know what they can put in their brand new tanks. And of course, as is often the case, they want a whole bunch of fish and maybe don't always understand things like the nitrogen cycle or compatibility. So it's a big role that these fish stores have to play, and that is educating the people that come in who are new to fish, and that's pretty awesome. Now look at this. Emperor Gudgeons. Oh boy. That is pretty awesome. That's not something you see too often. Oh boy, I didn't want to have to come in here and buy stuff, but it may wind up happening. Here are the cigar fish, also pretty awesome. But those Emperor Gudgeons, that could be a big problem for you-know-who. Oh, so these are really cool. If you remember, I've got a video from the Aquatic Experience where I briefly showed you these, and I'd never seen them before, but now here they are. So it's the Humphead Glassfish. I didn't know the name of this fish at the time, but here you have it. It is here at Aquatics Unlimited. This is a pretty cool fish, and it's not something you see all the time. Nice looking black angels. Nice size. And here's some more of those Humphead Glassfish. And there are some dragon gobies under all that rock work over there. And here we have some more threadfin rainbows, which I really, really like these fish as well. If I were going to be breeding rainbows, I think I would like those. Lots of electric blue acaras. And we've got some tiger barbs. Of course, we've got some venison barbs. Some more nice looking angels. I gotta be careful because there's actually some tanks here on the bottom. And we've got, oh wow, way in the back there's a mated pair of turquoise severum. Well, there's one staring at us right here, and then there's another one in the back, nice looking. We've got some chocolate cichlids in here too. So that's pretty darn cool. We've got lots and lots and lots of baby zebra danios. And this is cool. I like the way they've done this with the cardinal tetras. Black sand, black background. That's pretty sweet looking. Got some cribs up here. Got some penguin tetras. Now this reminds me of when I was a kid. The background, I had a tank kind of like this. Same thing, like a 2029, but it was gold. It had the gold foil background. I like how some of these tanks are old school. Check that out. Blue background, a little bit of pink gravel. You got to have some serious confidence to do some stuff like that. And they've done it, and they pulled it off. They're like, hey, buy some Von Rio Tetras because we've got it set up old school. Loving it. Various white clouds. Tetras. Diamond tetras, those are cool, especially when they get bigger. The light will reflect off them pretty nice. Got some more longfin danios. Rasboras. Nice selection here. There's a lot of fish here. Tanks, of course, are in really good shape. They're clean. They're not built up with algae or anything. I do appreciate the variety of the setups they've got. Different backgrounds, the different gravel types. It's cool. It's a nice variety. Oh, and there we go. There's more of that greenish gold background like I had when I was a kid. Pretty sweet. Someday I'm going to do a retro tank. I'm just going to set something up with a bubbly Aquaman guy. Most people are going to hate it, and I'm going to think it's the coolest thing in the world. And then we, of course, got some glow lights all over here. This is probably going to be popular this time of the year for people who are just starting out. And what do we have here? More Emperor Tetras. I like these, the gold barbs. They're pretty cool. Oh, I've been wanting these for a while too, and these are the Black Phantom Tetras. They get really nice, especially depending on the colors of your background and your substrate. They get a nice purpley color. Hillstream Loach in there. Got some Hatchetfish, so if you're ever looking for a fish for the top of your tank, that would be a great fish. I see a Peacock Gudgeon right there. Peacock Gudgeon. And so we've got some Guppies. Well, those look like pink flamingos. They're just calling them red Guppies, but it's funny depending on where you go and who you talk to. Sometimes Guppies will have different names. And we got some various swords and platies. Variatus platies, probably my favorite type. And then we've got the goldfish. All the fancies down here. This is a big place. This is one of the bigger places that I've been to. These are nice looking rainbows. So the Kamaka rainbows, Millennium rainbows. Madagascar rainbows. I really like these too. I've had them before in the past, and they're just great. They're always in action. I like their shape. So sometimes people necessarily don't always appreciate the shape of a rainbow. If you're interested in a rainbow fish, but maybe don't like the shape as they get older, the Madagascars might be for you. More rainbows. A lot of rainbows here. Nice size too. Got some cribs in here. So now we go over here. Oh, this is a nice display. Check this out. It's a large tank. I'd say it's gotta be maybe 200 gallons or so. But that's nice. I like the way the wood's coming out. Oh, now this is interesting. So this Sipora tank, it looks sort of like a low boy. Probably the same general dimensions, 4x2-ish, but it's taller. So this is something. It's a frag tank, but really cool. Keep my eyes open for those. All right, now we're getting into the big boys. Shovel nose hybrid, you better have a big tank for that guy. And then we got the small ones. Got the Pandagars, Bolivian Rams. Here we've got our Peacock Bass. Love these things. Wish I had a 300 or 400 gallon tank, but I don't. I'll be working on that. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to be working on that. All right, you guys know how much I love Geophagus, and here are the Jurapari, and with an Oscar. Love these fish. And we got a bunch of Oscars over here of all kinds, albinos and tigers and reds. And oh, more Geophagus. Those are cool. And they have them labeled as Baltimanii. Actually, never heard of them. Oh, look at, they got the Tapajos. They've got the Juiparis again, only smaller. Blue Acaras. Got some gold sevens, good shape. Parrot cichlids. More Geophagus, Tapajos. Of course, gotta have some convicts. Got the chocolate cichlids. Pink kissing gouramis. Oh, what is this big boy down here? And he is huge. Flowerhorn. I mean, he's really big. You see here. So again, up there we got more Oscars. So this is kind of like cichlid row, I suppose. Red spot turquoise sevens. Those are going to look really awesome when they get older. It's a Therichthes here. Firemouths. More convicts. Got some red terrors up there. Green terrors down here. That's pretty cool. Got a big clown knife. Got a shovel nose in there, relatively small, but it will get large. And here we have some red doubles, and so these are a little bit different than the ones that I have at home. Nice looking. Geophagus. Now that's labeled as Geophagus heckeli, but I've never seen one with that black stripe before, so that's kind of interesting. Oh, looky here. And then down at the bottom, we've got some Lampropelagus ocellatus. Unfortunately, they're not for sale, so I don't know, maybe they're going through quarantine right now. But that's pretty cool. Some Jack Dempseys. Some more chocolate cichlids up there. And so I like the organization of their store. We just went through all the South and Central Americans, and now it looks like we're going to be getting into the Africans, the Demascenize. These guys can be a little rough, but definitely cool looking. Got some mixed African cichlids. More. Ooh, this is cool. I haven't seen these in a while. So that's a red-tailed botia. So for those of you who like the look of, let's say, a red-tailed shark, but you can't deal with the aggressiveness, that red-tailed botia there, similar looking, but they don't get nearly as aggressive. They stay kind of similar to like a clown loach. Got our yellow labs. And then we got the Aratus, one of the meanest imbunas that you can possibly have. So if you're going to get those, you better have a setup for them. Sokolophi, I really like these. These are great. Got a whole bunch of jewel cichlids up there. And then you got the little babies. And we got some peacocks here, just mixed, it looks like. And some more. Got red zebras. So yeah, this is all of the African side of things. Cool looking fish here. Some Tropheus. And then we've got our Tanganyikans going on here. Elupii, Brichardi. And then where are we at? We're in our Lake Victorian land. And so if we turn around and go down, guys, this store is legit. I mean, it's big. It's a sizable place. Lots of hardscaping stuff, nice looking spiderwood, all kinds of rock. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here, but just so you get an idea. And prices aren't bad for retail, not bad at all. Nice looking rock. Some stuff that could definitely serve. I mean, you look at this piece here. It's big. I mean, it's larger than the size of the average man's noggin. So you got some stuff here. You could definitely make a centerpiece. So it's pretty cool. Different sizes, different shapes. And we got the spiderwood all up here. So that's pretty cool. And so let's go ahead and turn around the other way. And again, we are getting into the saltwater area. So I am not a saltwater guy. So if you are, you'll know a lot more about it than I will. But I do need to show you this. That is pretty awesome. And of course, it's venomous. So you don't want to stick your hand in there unless you want it to hurt real bad. So again, I got a nice little saltwater section. That's a pretty awesome trigger. And then perhaps one of the happiest looking fish. Oh, now he's not going to face us. The puffer. So then they have the Polypterus, the Senegalis, and little tiny baby red belly piranhas. Don't know if you'll be able to see it. Little tiny black ghost knife. But this is kind of cool. So here are some ornate Polypterus. And if you want to see a tiny, cute little red-tail cat that is going to get maybe 3-4 feet. And then as we go down, they labeled this as a baby whale. I don't remember exactly what this really is. It's obviously not a whale, but I haven't seen one of these in a while, so that's kind of interesting. And then we go right next door, and we've got little pea puffers. And then, of course, we've got turtles, big old red-eared sliders. These guys are big. They also have some nice displays, lots of Cyprichromis. Nice looking display for the sips. And then over here, we have another freshwater display with a lot of threadfin rainbows. This is nice too. Live plants. Very cool. All right, and so here we have various types. Ooh, a blue neon goby. See, this is the problem. I like gobies a lot. And we're too far away and it's too cold out, perhaps, to be buying gobies. We've got various types of shrimp. Crystal golds, emerald, orange shrimp. Oh, these are interesting too. Snow white guppy. I'm going to have to go ahead and get these, do a better job of getting these on camera because they are pretty cool. Snow white guppies. Got some more rainbows here. Green spotted plecos. Pretty awesome. Actually really awesome. That's a centerpiece fish right there. Come up here. Scarlet endlers, drape fin barbs. And for those of you who love plants, nice plant selection. Really liking this tank too. It's huge. All right, so again, just as we leave, we can see this is a relatively large local fish store. And then you come down. You've got the big display. You've got another aisle of smaller tanks. Again, I'm really liking these frag tanks. Sephora. I'm going to have to look these up. And then you go all the way down that way, and you've got a bunch more. And there's Eli. Say hi, Eli. Wave. All right, and then over here, oop, we didn't even see this. We've got some Discus. We have a silver arowana up there. And apparently there was a lungfish. And we've got some warus right here. Then we've got some brackish, figure 8 puffers here and here. And we've got the monos and the scats. Oh, wow, and look here. We've got a much larger redtail catfish. Royal clown knife. L81s. Pretty cool. And we've got some larger Africans up there. Oh, and here we got some stingrays, reticulated stingrays. They're tiny, but they're going to get bigger. And we've got some gold rams. L128 blue phantom pleco. And we've got a redtail barracuda, little bitty guy. Now here's something cool you don't see all the time. Up here we've got some leaf fish. And then we've got another Plecos. Irwin-eye catfish, giraffe cat back there. Red flagtail Prochilotus. Yeah, and then we go all the way back and around. So there you have it. That was Aquatics Unlimited in Milwaukee. Again, fantastic store. What I really liked about that store is it was pretty busy when we walked in there. Being right after the holidays, people had some money in their pocket. They had new fish tanks. They wanted to get some fish, and they had a lot of employees out there helping out, which I found was pretty impressive. Their tanks are in great shape. I didn't find any unhealthy fish for a fish store that large. That's somewhat unusual, at least around here it is. And they did a great job. They do a great job of maintaining their fish. So again, if you get the opportunity to stop by, it's well worth it. If you like this video, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.